Day 133. So I have started trying to eat a little earlier during my eating weeks. Now, that doesn't necessarily have like a set time or a requirement of, I stop eating after 6 or whatever. I'm just trying to follow what I've noticed, which is if I stop eating earlier, I'm less likely to consume more calories, which means that I'm then less likely to go overweight of, what I say I'm going to need to be. So like today, right, I have 6 meals, banana, yogurt, soup, peas, grapes, and then a waffle with peanut butter. And so normally I consume those every 2 hours, starting around 8 a.m. I got to work early, so I started the process earlier. Then I combined the peas in the soup, which meant there was a lot of peas, but it's a good soup. And then I ended up coming home a little early because I had a package delivered. And I don't like leaving packages sitting out on my front doorstep. So I ended up eating, probably ending around 4 p.m., just kind of how the timeline went. And after that, I wasn't really hungry. So it didn't really matter that, I had stopped eating, which is a good thing. And hopefully I, can utilize that. I'm also actively trying to cut down on my portions that I'm preparing. One of the, like things like, when you go to the grocery store and you get a bag of grapes, the bag's already pre-made, but you don't have to take all the grapes. You can always put them in another bag, or in the case of the grocery store that I went to, right, they've got a unbagged section of grapes, and so I just took the amount of grapes that I thought I would need for the day, or the week. Same thing, they've got a self-serve spinach and self-serve mushroom, and so instead of trying to consume like a half a pound of mushrooms, and not the magic kind, I pulled just the amount of mushrooms that I need for the dish that I'm making. And I've also started freezing some of my sauces that, I make in-house, so that I can use them for later, so that I also want to cut back on the waste that I'm consuming that way, right? Because while I do want my portions smaller, I also don't want to waste food or money on things that I'm not going to consume. So we'll see how this goes, and hopefully this week I can maintain PACT as I go along.